happy Saturday. I'm sitting at my kitchen table. All the cats have gone to sleep. Greg, you should pan over to like all the sleepy, nappy kitties. Even the bunny's like out. It's like 2:30 nap time. I'm about to. So I'm working on the little wicker cabinet thingy. Wicker, wow. I ended up having to go to spray paint, and not gonna lie, it took 7 cans to do 6 baskets. So wicker has a lot of sides. And no matter how much I sprayed, I just kept seeing brown. So I thought paint would be the way to go, but there was just no way. So I went the spray paint route. Yeah, I think next time I might choose a different wicker type thing, because the one downstairs was like a woven wicker, and it was a lot easier. Maybe because it was like more together, because this one just had so many spaces. Oh my god, I don't recommend. I don't recommend wicker, but it does look amazing now that it's done. So the wicker is finished. So you might know that the wicker cabinet I have has a broken drawer. So my idea was to put molds on the fronts to kind of cover up that flaw and make it beautiful. So that's something that I highly recommend if you have something. I've done it before. I had a filing cabinet that had the lock missing, and so I just put a mold on it, or I put a bird on it. So molds are something that you can do in your project. I don't do a ton of molds, but when I do, I absolutely love them. I should do more. They're a lot of fun. I should have brought them all up, I guess. I have a stack of them that I have in my own stash. This one's called Birdsong. Definitely, it has birds, so it's definitely one of my favorites. So I thought I would show you guys how to use molds, what molds are, what you can use, all those fun things. Anyone there? Anyone asking any questions before I start? So different things you can use with molds. There is the air dry clay, which I have in the store. And so the clay, I definitely recommend for the very highly detailed things like the Christmas tree molds, because they're very fine. But I can get away with the hot glue on this one. So there's the air dry clay, there's resin, and then hot glue. So I have my hot glue gun. I would get the big one. I just got like a Mastercraft. It's not really a big deal which company you get it from, but it does matter that it's the big one with the big glue, because you'll go through a ton if you go the other way. So I look like I like want to shoot somebody. Which one was it? This one? So I want my bird to be flying left. I have some already done that are flying right. So I am going to just start doing it. If you have the clay, you want to put some cornstarch in the molds. They're made of silicone. You can also make cookies with these. They have the sort of this lip here to help get your project out of it. So I'll just start, and you guys can watch me do this. Do you want me to move it or come above me? Or so basically I just want to like fill it all in and not get bubbles in there. It's gonna look very different when it's painted as well. And I'll show you some that are already made, and you can see, because the painting really brings out the details. It's best to do it, try and get everything in there while it's hot. When it dries, that's when you kind of see if it's shrunk, and you go back. It's not always easy when you go back. I'm gonna start over here.
Do you find hot glue your easiest way to do this?
I find hot glue the easiest if it's like larger images like these. If they're really fine, I would recommend the clay. It's just too hard to get hot glue into, even like this is getting a little bit on the small side, but like I was saying, like, you know, the Christmas tree molds that I had back at Christmas there, Christmas of what year? I don't even know what we're in anymore. What month is this? What year is this? I don't even know anymore. I was just looking at my wedding photo shoot and was like, remember last year when this was kind of fun? Now I'm all like hanging out in my basement and not finding it as fun. A year later, I have to say I'm very shocked this is still going on. And that we're in another lockdown. I don't have any words anymore for where we're at. So let's keep creating. Can't control things, make stuff that's beautiful, right? You probably go through about half a stick per. This is a big guy. This is a pretty big one. So I kind of see how there's like that little spot there I missed. So I'm just gonna kind of get in there. How I'm gonna apply it to wicker, I still am in the process of figuring that out. What do you think, Greg? With furniture, I would apply it with wood glue. I'm probably gonna have to use some kind of crazy glue or something to get it on the wicker. Well, the part, there's also wood. The handles are wood, so maybe I could put stuff on there too. See, as it's dry, you can see where it's not as deep. You can see where I've missed. And then if you see any like mistakes, just kind of like bring it in like that. Any of the stuff that you try is always going to have some amount of what do you call it? Trial and error to it. Like if you try transfers, if you try stamps, it's always going to take practice. I mean, Michelangelo didn't make beautiful paintings on his first try, or did he? Okay, that's a bad example.
He had a teacher.
Did he have a teacher?
Sure.
Are you making that up?
Nope.
Oh, what's his teacher's name?
No idea.
Oh, well, how'd you know? Greg always says these things like he knows what he's talking about, so I believe him, and I have no idea if he's telling me the truth or not. I took a lot of art history too. I should know the answer to this.
So if you color outside the lines, you can trim it off later.
Yeah, so that's the next one. Oh, so I'll show you guys that. This is as it's drying, I'm gonna see where I've missed. Just kind of fill it back in. See? Okay, I'm gonna leave it for now. I had part of my Easter squirrel. Oh, right there? You sure?
No. Maybe not.
Okay. When it starts getting into this color, that's when you can see it more. I had some of that Easter squirrel. It has the nuts in it, so it's making me cough. Okay, so here's one of them done. So it looks like I already might have shaved off the excess, but even on the back, there's like some bumpy bits that I'll probably have to kind of shave so it makes it a little bit straighter. Any of these not cut, so you can kind of see. Oh, here's one. So this one's on the, is it Heirloom Roses, I think it's called? So see how it's got like all this like excess? I'm gonna use the X-Acto knife and I'll take off all those little bits. So I probably do make too much work for myself, so if you're more precise than me, I'm not. I'm a very messy artist. I will admit that. I just throw all the things at it, and I probably make more work for myself that way, but that's just who I am. So if you're cleaner at it, you might not get these, but I get the little, whatever you call these, the little mistakes. And then I just use the X-Acto knife and take it off. So this one's from the Roses. I don't know the name of this one. He Loves Me? Not? He Loves Me, I want to say. This one's like the daisy flowers, which is super cute too. Same with the leaves. So I think I took it out downstairs. But that's your Christmas one. Oh, it's a little bit painted. So you can kind of see the difference once you start painting, how it brings out the detailing. And the flaws don't really show up nearly as much once it's painted, like the little air bubbles and stuff. Just looking at these. These are all the ones I did previously. There's the little guys, the little daisies, sunflowers, whatever you want. They're very similar, daisies and sunflowers. So that's them. Should I do another one? Sure. Oh, see, I can see. So now you can really start to see where I've missed stuff. So I might have to shave them off at the end so they don't look like a big bubble on the back. Okay, I think that's good. Let's do this little guy. He's going to be a little bit harder. This one might be a good one for the clay. It's a lot more precise. I'm not squeezing nearly as much as the big guy. Is anyone asking any questions, Greg, or just hypnotized by my amazing squeezing?
By the self-leveling glue.
Yeah, it should level out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to try pouring resin one day.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Fusion's pouring resin will do it. I don't know why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I am definitely going to try that. IOD is a resin as well.
It should be similar.
I've just never bought it.
It would take a lot longer to dry.
I used the clay and then I found the heat gun. So it's just a matter of just trying different ones. If anyone's tried it, let me know and see what if you've loved. You've tried the pouring resin. I tried the pouring resin at a retreat, but never on my own projects. Do you think that looks right? So I have a bird facing, which way? I have one downstairs. It looks like, he's a little smaller, I think, too. Let me do this guy. So I have this guy. Okay, let's do them all.
Always use them later.
Yeah. That's the thing too, like I have these and I'll reuse them. This is this guy. You can kind of see. Oh, okay, I must have really messed this guy up. Look at him. I might have to do another one. This might be one of my first ones I did because his body looks sad. Or maybe I shaved him a bit too hard. How's everyone's Easter going? We had a family Zoom meeting last night because we normally go to Greg's aunt's for Easter, but that's not happening obviously. So we had a Zoom, a family Zoom meeting. And it took 25 minutes to figure out tech issues. That was so funny.
And then it was good.
It was funny. Just how long it took for us to figure it out. What's this? What's this? What's this? It was so funny.
That's something to talk about.
It is definitely something to talk about. Yeah. It seemed like such a, like something you'd see on like a comedy show. It was just so funny. I'm going to redo this guy because he's sad. Yeah, his little body. Oh, I did to him. You can find these at the dollar store. I would definitely buy the gun at like Canadian Tire or wherever, and then throw it on the floor. But the sticks you can get at the dollar store for $2 because they're like $8 somewhere else. And I haven't really noticed any kind of quality difference in hot glue from the $2 one to the $8 one. I'll pay the money if it's, if I see a difference. Because some things, like generic medication, oh God, no. It's not happening. Not for me anyway. Some things are just better when you spend the money. Oh, that was my bad. kind of pulling it a little bit too to even it out. Man, it's so quiet in here. Like all the animals have gone to bed. Usually there's someone chewing or someone meowing or knocking something over. Sorry, my hand's just getting crampy. I was painting earlier too, so it could be why. Just my hands are tired. Is Bruce inside? He went to bed too?
Probably.
Oh, he's back to sleeping on the front porch. I put his blanket out there. He just sleeps on the front porch. Cindy's snoring behind you. I wonder if you did get a more expensive gun if it had more of a point. Does anyone know the answer to that, Greg?
Maybe you can get different tips.
That's what I was wondering. I feel like if you went to some kind of craft place, if they'd have even more fancy ones with like a narrower tip.
I can see the first one drying. It's turning white.
Yeah, I'm going to pull that out when I finish this one so you guys can see the magic. And even sometimes if you do miss a little bit, like it's on the back, so it's not as big a deal. This project's just supposed to be fun. So I'm like tearing my hair out with that damn wicker. Did you hear me today, Greg? Swearing. Friggin' wicker. Okay. Let that guy dry a bit. See him shrinking. See that this might be where it comes to a point like that. That might be handy for the clay. Greg was at the store in Aurelia today. I should have had you grab some
Glue that doesn't stick.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, great. So you can see it has like the little what do you call these? The shreddy stuff. I don't know what you call it.
Hot glue strings.
Hot glue strings. So I'll shave it off a bit. It didn't do too bad though. I won't need a lot. When I first started it, there was like just like chunks everywhere. But I think I'm getting better at this. Being a bit more fine with my... I'll clean that later, don't worry. See, I make more of a mess for myself for later. Okay, so different molds that I have in stock, you can go on the website and see what there is. And then this just kind of gives you an idea of what molds look like, what they can do. Do you think this guy's done?
No, I can still see through it.
This guy, this little one? Ooh. Let's find out. I don't want to mess up the other one. Oh no, he's good. Oh, he's so friggin' cute. Oh my god. How cute that is. So yeah, once it's painted, it's gonna look even better. So, but you can see, can you see all the little detail? Or is it?
It just gets blurry.
Sorry, I just keep like shoving it. Is that better?
I don't know if I can focus there. But yeah, I see
If
every
I put
little
it down,
feather.
you could,
I can see it.
just so you can see all the feathers and its beak and stuff.
Yeah, that's better.
Here.
Swallow.
It is yeah. Yeah, super pretty. So you can just paint them when they're done and then glue them on. Yeah. So if you want to order anything, it's theuptakeboutique.com. I'm back in officially on Wednesday, 12 to 5. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I hope you found this informative and interesting. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye.